Where did I...
Now you're gonna get it.
What's going on?
Do you have any coin to spare?
Tell me, how come you're begging? What happened to you?
Allow me to disabuse you of your misconception. I am no beggar. I simply find myself in a bind compelling me to rely on the kindness of good people.
So, you're begging?
But I'm not a beggar.
Why are you asking for charity? Fancy an ale, eh? The amount you're looking for, it sounds like you plan on downing a whole keg.
That wouldn't go amiss, but really, I need the coin so I can travel to Vlashim.
That's quite a way.
I've always found it to be a day or two's ride.
But I don't see any horse.
I don't have one. That is true. I'll join a caravan, ride along, pay for my way, my provisions and such.
Begging, but not a beggar, and he needs money to get to Vlashim. Oh, I've come across a fair few beggars before, but none have ever said that to me.
Must be a coincidence?
In fact, you don't strike me as a commoner at all.
You only imagine it, friend.
Farewell. May you travel safely.
Yes. Thank you. Excuse me?
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit! Useless! Enough! I give up! You silly doggy. I'll show you. Alert! Alert! I must be mad. You're mine! You peachy! I've been Don't just at him! He's got no chance alone! Show what you make! No, I'm done with this! Alert! To arms!
Here, mutt. Here, mutt.
Willkommen.
What's this? I'll look at the wares. Let's discuss the price. Good. Versuchen wir es. How's this? That's quite a sum. Lower your price a bit and we'll make a deal. I'll go for that. Thank you. Take care.
God, what's taking so long?
From heaven. Now they only ache when there's a storm coming.
That's handy, isn't it? At least you know when to round up the cattle and gather in the hay.
Aye. When I'm old and infirm, folks will come to me for the weather forecast.
I heard about this fella who always got heartburn just before it snowed.
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
Good day. Did you get in a fight or what? There's blood all over you.
What's new around here?
You should pay a visit to Old Mouth sometime. He's our local storyteller, you know. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things. But only if you bring him some liquor. Don't forget, I have some here to sell, if you want. And that's all I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. Show me your wares.
Why are you wasting my time?
That's not
I
all.
don't want anything.
The dead
eh?
man had a gold chain around his neck. Can you believe it? Someone bumped him off and didn't even rob him.
That is strange. I reckon something devilish was involved.
Don't see something like that every day.
One beer. The other day, I came home early and my old woman wouldn't let me in. She said that...
What? You're covered in blood, my friend.
People call you the Mouth, right? They say you tell all sorts of stories.
I'm no mouth to you. My name is Denyek, got that? What do people call you then? Bughead? Arseface?
I'm sorry, Stenyak. I'm Henry.
Pleased to meet you. But you were right about the stories. I could tell you stories so sad they'd make the devil cry. Or would you prefer something so scary it'll make the hairs on your arse turn white? But it's a lot of hard work for me. Now, if you had something to drink or a couple of groschen, that might help loosen my tongue.
To your health, my friend.
Thank you very much. I knew you wouldn't leave me high and dry. So what kind of story would you like to hear?
I like stories that can teach me something. Stories with a moral.
Haven't you heard enough of those in church? But it's not a problem. I have just the tale for you. And it's not one you'll hear from any priest. So, once upon a time, there lived in these very lands 2 brothers. The older was called Kuba, the younger, Matthias. They were both woodcutters, like their father and his father before him. One day, at the height of summer, they were working in the woods. The air was as hot as a furnace, so Matthias went to a nearby pond to cool himself. But as he was leaning over the cold water, there was a loud splash. His axe had got loose from his belt. In haste, he began to search the muddy bed of the pond, and his hands soon touched something hard and heavy. He pulled it out and could not believe his eyes. He pulled out an axe. Yes, but not his old one. It was an axe made of pure silver.
Good God. I'd grab that without a second thought.
Maybe you would, but Matthias would never. He was an honest man, and with a big swing he threw the silver axe back. He searched the pond again, and this time he pulled out his own axe. Nothing but dull iron and old wood.
I reckon that was the right choice. Who knows who the silver axe belonged to?
Well, quite. Listen on. Matthias was just about to leave when suddenly a water goblin came out of the pond, silver axe in his hands, and he said, "You're a righteous man, Matthias, and for your honesty, you may keep both axes." Matthias, not hanging around for the goblin to change his mind, took up both axes, gave us thanks, and ran to tell Kuba all about it. Kuba, however, was not best pleased with his little brother's fortune. He deeply envied Matthias for his newfound wealth, so he set out to try the same thing. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him straight to the pond, threw his own axe in, and began a pretend search for it. Yet Kuba had no luck. He pulled out the axe he'd thrown in himself, so he tried again. Tricked by sunlight, he grabbed something shiny, only to pull out his old iron axe again. Enraged, he hurled his axe back into the water and yelled, "Fuck this axe! I want a silver one!" But the water goblin heard his shameful cry and was greatly upset by Kuba's greed. So, when Kuba reached down into the water for a third time, the water goblin seized his hand, pulled him down whole to the dark depths, and drowned him.
Oh, that's so cruel. I feel sorry for Kuba.
Aye, and so did Matthias. He went to the water goblin and begged for his brother's body so he could take him home and bury him. But the path back from the pond led over a steep hill, and carrying the weight of the waterlogged body exhausted Matthias. He stopped to rest by an old oak tree, and he used a silver axe to cut off a branch that would serve as a walking stick. But it wasn't enough. Somehow, it was still getting harder to continue up the hill. Then Matthias realized it wasn't his brother's body that was weighing him down. It was the silver axe. The axe was the cause of all this trouble. So he started bashing the silver axe against a big stone with all his might, trying to destroy it. Yet no matter what, he couldn't even make a dent. With the last of his strength, Matthias climbed to the top of the hill. He knew he could go no further, so he found a pretty spot with a view over the valley and dug his brother a grave. There, he buried both his brother and the silver axe that had brought such pain upon them. His final act was to stick the oak branch in the ground by the grave. But lo and behold, the branch grew green leaves and became a tree. The locals have had no dealings with the water goblin since then, but some have had the bad luck to bump into him. And when you walk by the pier, where it all happened, you can still hear his chuckling.
That was a very nice story.
Story? What story? It's the truth.
But why hasn't anyone gone looking for the axe, then?
Because it brings misfortune. Didn't you listen to me at all? Look for yourself if you wish. Rock Tower Pond isn't far from here. The Water Goblin's pier is somewhere among the reeds. But leave me out of it. I'm fine here with my drink. Take care, friend.
That weapon won't help you, bastard! Oh, my stomach! I must have food poisoning!
Come on, then! Oh, I knew it was spoiled. I feel awful.
You'll be sorry, fucker! Out of it! I'm not... Hey-ho!
You're a dead man! Eh? Fuck that! I'm all yours! I think I got a puke. I must have eaten something bad. You're no match for us, fucker! What do you want? Show what you're made of! Damn! I'm bleeding!
Quick! Could this be the pier from Zdeněk's story? He said Matthias carried Kuba's body up the hill from here, up to an old oak tree. Here you go. Take it. This could be the rock from the story. I'm on the right path.
What? Christ! Useless!
A grave under the tree, overlooking the valley. This must be where Kuba, Matthias's brother, is buried. Together with the silver axe. God in heaven. This really is the axe. All those years in the earth haven't treated it well. I hope I can fix it.
I'll show you!
God, he's very nice.
What is it, you scoundrel?
Show me your wares. I'd like to discuss the price.
Cazzicado.
What would you say to this?
You won't convince me with this.
That's a decent price.
Thank you, and take care.
Would you repair a few things for me?
Come back any...
Growling at me like I was a stranger. He never used to be like that.
I know, sorry. It's getting old.
What?
Huh? I'll give him a bit longer before I take him to the left.
3 tins.
For Christ's sake! Go fuck yourself! Come on then!
Sharpening his axe for you. How did it go?
Good evening. What do you need, lad?
I hope it doesn't hurt anyone else.
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
Nothing much, fortunately, and I hope it stays that way.
Someone better hold me back.
Couldn't get up. Treasure. You mean that old ball and chain of yours? If I was under her, I reckon I wouldn't be able to get up either.
Can't stand up to this!
Promise we made, didn't you?
One man. You only reckon I'll face
You won't be able to take
What's
another
the
one like that yourself.
We can't be together here on Earth. We'd be together after death.
Filthy I'm telling you, it was just one mass.
You don't care about
What are you lying here for?
Hey, what's wrong? Wake up.
It happens.
Come on,
Just watch
careful.
where you're going next time.
The lads will help me get him.
confession and donate some money to the church. Got that?
Can I spend the night here?
Not a chance. Move along, you vagabond.
I was wondering if you'd lend me your bullet when it's time to sow winter grain. Except I don't have a bullet, and you won't...
Be careful.
Where's God's possible? I'll look at the wares. We're not price. Let's go to the next game. We have a deal? You won't convince me with this. That's a decent price. Thank you. I take care. Hey, come on. That's Smith's Fender. What do you want, eh? I'll have a look at the wares. That's fine, Mr. Chef. Auf Wiedersehen. What do you have for sale? Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein. Bis bald.
Quick! Whoa!
Greetings.
I solved your problem.
Ah, my drinking problem.
No, not that one.
I should think not, since I don't have one.
I meant the poacher. I dealt with him. I found him and made sure he doesn't poach again. The fella scarpered, and he's never coming back.
I'd rather see a noose around his neck. He might have just moved to a different spot. Or maybe you're talking bollocks and you didn't find any poacher. But whatever. If you say he's packed it in, I'll believe you. What choice have I got? Right. How about another one? This poacher pisses me off even more than the last one. So I hope you'll help me with him.
I'm ready. Where does this poacher hunt?
Under the candlestick, where it's darkest. A short way from here, around Vidlac Pond. That's why I don't go far from the lodge, see? The problem is, it's a damn big area. Almost all the northwestern woodlands. And it's uphill and all.
I get it. What should I do with this poacher?
Same as last time. I know we have a poacher around here. Only I haven't been able to catch him. If you can find him, catch him and take him to the bailiff. I'll sleep a lot more peacefully, see?
Right. Find him, catch him, bring him in. Is there anyone around here who might know something?
Ask the tanner in the valley. Or even better, ask his neighbour, the fisherman's wife. She'll tell you twice as much as that old soak.
Right. Right. I'll take a look around Vidlac Pond for the poacher.
Thanks, and good luck.
Good day to you. What would you like?
A shooting range in the middle of nowhere? Does anyone even come here?
People don't really come to watch, but there's usually plenty of archers. I reckon it's because nobody's ogling them here. What's more, shooting advice from master hunters nothing to be sneezed at, but not everyone comes here to shoot. I've had to kick out a few people. They spent entire days here, getting drunk with Pa. Drives Ma up the wall, so I'll give you one piece of advice for free. Don't come near my Pa with booze.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
Being quick and sneaky at the same time still gives me trouble.
Fine. But it'll take some time.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
What's the best way to hunt a deer?
Fine. But it'll take some time.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then?
Vostatek charged me with rooting out the poacher causing trouble round here. Have you seen or heard anything suspicious?
You bet I have. The tanner's the poacher.
That's a serious accusation. Are you sure he's the poacher?
I'm sure. He earns much too much coin for an ordinary tanner.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean he's poaching, though.
He's rolling in it. He can't have that from honest work. Why else would he head off into the forest every other week, eh? If it ain't him, it's someone in league with him. Someone who lives in Witch's Copse.
Witch's Copse?
There's a path behind our outhouse. If you go along it for a while, you'll come to a cross in the forest. And north of that, there's this big clearing. And Witch's Copse is beyond that. Folk are afraid to go there. It's guarded by old pagan idols.
Interesting. Have you got any proof that the tanner is poaching?
Did you see all them hides?
The tanner's a tanner. So he has hides. What of it?
Exactly. You saw he ain't afraid of putting them on show. Even buckskin. He knows if he puts them on show, nobody'll question it. He wouldn't be so suspicious. But you know what I'd like to know? What's he got hidden in his workshop, eh? Apart from hides.
Have you ever seen the tanner poaching with your own two eyes?
I haven't actually seen him, but I'm quite sure it's him. I just know it. I'll gladly confirm it, even to a judge.
I'm afraid that won't be enough when there's no material proof. Where does your hatred for the tanner come from?
I beg your pardon? You come here asking questions, and you're impertinent to boot.
Sorry, I didn't mean it to sound bad.
Is there an 11th commandment? That I have to love every vagabond who moves in next door? I couldn't give a damn about him, if you want to know. He lives like a king, and he never done us any good. And he's always making nasty faces at me, like, ha-ha, look at you, you beggar.
I understand. He's a bastard.
Aye.
So the tanner does well out of his trade?
Does well? He's on the pig's back, and no one ever made that kind of coin out of tanning hides. It'd be a miracle if he wasn't guilty.
Or maybe he's just very skilled.
Skilled my arse, you numbskull. He's a puffed-up idiot, a botcher, and a bastard.
That'll be all. Thanks.
Be sure and check him out. And don't forget he's a crook.
Yeah, right. The biggest crook under the sun. He steals anything that's not nailed down.
I'm glad we understand each other. Well, good luck dealing with him. Farewell.
The fella's got a lot of trophies for a tanner. We'll have to have a chat about that. I'm trying to track down a poacher who's hunting around here, and I found antlers at your place. Lots of antlers. What can you tell me about that? You didn't see that coming, did you?
Well,
I'm sure you've got some nice lies prepared, but they won't do you any good. Let's hear it then, Tanner. Or should I call you Poacher?
No, that's not how it is. I'm no poacher. I admit I make a bit of extra coin from better quality hides, but that's all. I never poach nothing.
So how do you explain it? They'd envy your antler collection even at Trotsky Castle. Where did you get them all?
There's this fella. He came to me a while back and told me he'd have goods to sell, and that we'd both make some coin out of it. So we made a deal.
What did this fella look like?
Just a normal bloke, youngish, dressed like anyone.
Can't you be any more specific than that?
No. But he didn't look like a poacher. He didn't have a bow or anything.
Well, that's a great fucking help. And do you meet this fella regularly?
No, I only saw him the once. When he came to see me, we agreed it would be better not to meet.
So you haven't seen him since then?
No.
Where can I find the poacher? I heard he hunts somewhere to the north, in the forests around the pond.
I don't know exactly. I didn't want no one to see us together, so I came up with the idea of a stash in the woods. It works like a charm. We have a place in the woods where he leaves the hides and I leave him money. I check it every few days and take the hides.
And where is this stash of yours?
Well, it's just a hole in the woods with a cover.
Right, and where is it?
Northwest from my house. And there's an old resting place with a wrecked cart. There's a stream runs past it, and a few paces above it there's some boulders and a fallen tree. That's where you'll find it.
Have you noticed anything suspicious around the stash? Something that might lead to his camp?
I don't know. I don't go wandering in the woods. Mostly I'm here. Sometimes I go to the market to sell goods.
And do you have any idea where I might find him?
His camp must be somewhere north of our stash. There's a path that leads into the forest. He marked the path with some signs. I wanted to go along the path once, but it's so damn twisty I'd end up getting lost. But this fella surely uses it for a good reason.
I suppose I'll just have to find him myself. That should do. I'm going after the poacher. I'll start with that stash.
I'd be glad if you didn't mention it to Vostatek.
We'll see. But you better not be lying to me. It could have unpleasant consequences for you. And you can be sure that Vostatek will be the first to know about it. Track. Here you go. Search. Here's another camp.
Are you lost?
Nice camp. All these hides and gutted deer.
Eh? Fucking hell!
Gamekeeper Vostatek has been looking for you.
What does he want? The garlic I harvest here?
He wants us to go and see the Troskovitz bailiff together.
I ain't going. I'd rather croak out here in the forest. So keep your distance.
You don't seem to understand who you're talking to. I didn't come here to talk shit about garlic. You're gonna listen, and listen well. Because if you haven't twigged yet, I've got the upper hand here. Understand?
Fuck it. All right.
We're going to see the bailiff.
All right.
Vostatek told you I might be bringing you some poachers. So here's one for you. He chose the forest round Vidlac Pond.
No, please!
It's too late for begging. You're for the noose.
You silly doggy.
Quick! Go! Go!
Go!
I'll get you! Look what I have for you. Go! Quick! God! Quick! Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Good day to you. What would you like?
I took care of that poacher. He's in the hands of the bailiff now.
Excellent. Who was this crook?
Some arsehole pretending he was there picking garlic.
Lovely. Here's the reward I promised. And now I'll drink to it, I reckon. We can both have a little celebration. What do you say?
I think I'll leave that up to you. You've had more practice than me.
You're good.
Is there anything more I can help you with?
I don't need anything more from you.
And is there some other gamekeeper around?
Lad, the only proper gamekeeper around here is me. But Nabokov has a gamekeeper too. You could try him.
Uh-huh. And what's his name?
Varel, as in Varel. Go and see him.
Where does he live?
Close to Nabokov Mill. He's got a cottage on a hill and his eye on the surroundings. We're both having trouble with this. How to say it? This ghost. So it might be worth talking about if it's still troubling him.
Well, you got me curious. Thanks for the tip.
What can I do for you?
Kiss your ass goodbye.
You silly doggy.
Careful.
What are you here for today?
Show me your wares.
Thank you, and take care.
Greetings.
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
Certainly. Why not? I happen to have some time on my hands, and a good stretch would do me well.
I'd like to learn something.
And what would you be interested in?
Can you fight with a polearm? Could you show me something?
I can show you all sorts of things, but they'll be of no use to you.
Why?
Well, I've got eyes, don't I?
Why not give it a try?
Look, I can show you how to beat a fella up with a staff without breaking a sweat, but I have a very distinctive style.
And I'm a quick learner. It'll be fine. Trust me.
All right, suit yourself. Off to the arena then, my apprentice. Let's get started.
I'd like to learn something.
And what would you be interested in?
Let's spar a bit. I'd like to see some of your tricks with my own eyes.
Well, I can't help you there. I don't spar. All I ever do is wrestle. But if you're interested in wrestling, I'm at your service.
You're right. I really am interested in more than just handing out slaps.
Great. Well, what are we waiting for? Go and get changed. Then off to the pen, my apprentice. Come on, let's go and kick up some dust.
That's enough for me.
What's up, Jungoshin?
What's up, Pooch?
God bless. Careful.
What can I do for you?
Okay, just
Careful.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
God be with you. Keep the peace.
Heal. Here, mutt.
Pissing down again.
Whoa.
Was möchtest du, mein Freund?
Show me your wares.
Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein. Bis bald.
God!
Quick!
Quick! Go! Ja! Quick! Go! Quick! Ka!
Greetings.
You silly doggy.
You silly doggy.
Greetings. Do you need something?
Gamekeeper Vostatek from Takov sent me here.
You were sent by Vostatek?
Yes. He hired me to find and catch poachers in his forests. That job's done, so he sent me to you. He said there's something I could help you with. He was talking about some ghost?
Nice. You might actually be useful then. What's your name?
Henry.
I'm Varel, the gamekeeper in these parts. But I suppose you know that. The lad who helps me told me a while ago about this ghost you mentioned. But I'll tell you about that after you help me with those bastards infesting my forests. What do you say? Will you do it?
Aye. I just need to know some details.
Sure. Ask away.
Vostatek was moaning his forests are full of the vermin, but I only looked for 2. How many do you think you've got here?
I have my suspicions about 3 places, and poachers always work alone, so I reckon it's an unholy trinity.
How do you know you've got poachers here?
The usual. There's been less and less game, and there's always a reason for that. I thought at first it might be them wolves that are rampaging there too, but I found some remains. It's a poacher, all right.
How can you tell?
There were knife cuts on the bones, not marks of wolves' fangs.
Where do these bastards of yours usually hunt?
The first one has been poaching Troskovitz, the graveyard site. Now we've started patrolling there, he's pulled back to Slatigo, somewhere to the east of the graveyard, and we ain't too keen to go there.
Why's that?
The place is cursed. And on top of that, it's swarming with wolves. You know that half-built cottage in Slatago?
That must be deep in the forest, right?
The previous gamekeeper started building it, but he didn't finish it. He kicked the bucket before he could go on his first round. I've been gamekeeper here since then, and I don't intend to end up like him.
Do you know of anyone near Slatago who could help me?
Try asking Ignatius, the Troskovitz gravedigger. Maybe he saw someone around there and can point you in the right direction.
Good idea. Right. I reckon that's all I need.
Good luck. See you later, my friend.
Go! Go! Ka! Ka! Go! Wait! 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 Quick! Go! Go! Go!
Good doggy, good boy.
Quick! Go! Quick! Go! Go! Die! Die! Quick! Go! Whoa, whoa.
Into our hearts, that we to whom...
Christ, take a bath. You look terrible.
I'm looking for a poacher in this area. Have you seen anything suspicious?
Not a poacher, I'm afraid, but more wolves than you can shake a stick at. It's mighty odd how many of them are wandering around here. I wouldn't be surprised if it was down to some sloppy poaching.
Any idea where I should take a look?
Right behind the cottage, there's a little path lined with boulders leading towards Slatigo. Follow it into the woods and take a look there. The Slatigo forest ain't that thick, so you won't get lost. It's nothing but rocks, really.
Thanks.
Farewell, and wash up a bit.
I'm Henry. And you must be the local gravedigger, right?
Ignatius, master of the sod, at your service. Looking for a final resting place, are you? Or do you need to bury a dead goat?
I'm more interested in the grave-digging profession as a whole.
Ah, once you try it, you'll never want to do nothing else till the day you die.
You got a big cemetery here. Pretty nice, too.
Ain't it? But being the gravedigger, I'll never have a place of my own here. They'll throw me by the wall like a dog and bury me without ceremony. But when I'm dead, I won't care. If it was up to me, I'd even bury the suicides in hallowed ground. We're all equal before death and the Lord. This game of better and worse places of final rest don't count for nothing.
What's the story with the dead people?
The story? They're dead. What more is there to tell?
But you said there's been a lot of people dying around here recently, right?
Well, it ain't usual for people to get offed by the cartload out here in the sticks, if you ask me. What do you reckon?
I don't know. Hadn't really thought about it that way.
That might be the reason, then, hey?
What?
Look, I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying there's a lot of people dying. If things keep up like this, I'll be out of work in no time. There'll be no one left to bury.
Being a gravedigger must be a lonely job, eh? What are your duties?
Funny a young lad like you is so interested in grave digging. Not something you see every day.
Well, I'm only asking. No real reason.
That figures. Youngsters these days wouldn't know hard work if it bit 'em on the arse. It's no wonder I can't find any help.
Are you offering me a job?
No. I'm giving you a warning. You ain't cut out for this trade.
And how do you know that?
You've got that look. I can spot it a mile away.
Could you be more specific?
You just aren't cut out for it, and that's that. A gravedigger needs passion. A sense of duty ain't enough. It's a service, a labour of love, and the meaning of life all in one, lad.
I'm not from these parts, and I've seen a few conciliation crosses around here. What do they mean?
The same as where you come from, I reckon. They mark spots where the sins of man came to be regretted later.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
Aye, like when a fella buries an axe in someone's head over something stupid and then comes to regret it. Or if the law sees to it that he regrets it. The sinner then has to erect a conciliation cross to mark the site of his evil deed.
Where does he get the cross from?
Where do you think? From me.
You're in charge of that too? Stone cutting?
I know how to cut a cross out of stone. And what of it? With the soft sandstone around here, it's child's play.
So they're all your work?
I wish. I've only sold 2 or 3 recently. Most of these here are right old. You might find a few stories about them in the village chronicle what's kept at the rat house. All I know is a young fella once jumped off the cliffs near Takoff, and folks say the place is cursed.
Do you know any more stories?
Aye, I do, but I'm not telling you any. I'm not an old fishwife.
Farewell, my friend.
This is the poacher's camp for sure. Only there's no one here, and it looks like nobody's been here for quite some time. That's odd.
Look what I have for you. Track.
Looks like the poacher was attacked by wolves in his hideout. Tried to flee, but they chased him down. Alright. I'd better report it to the gamekeeper. I've got some evidence if he wants it.
Good day to you.
My God, lad. Why are you covered in blood?
I've got news about that poacher that you sent me to catch.
And? Did you catch him?
Not exactly.
What does that mean?
Well, you know how you said this poacher leaves a mess behind?
I know, the weasel. That really makes my blood boil.
Anyway, that's how the wolves sniffed him out. He didn't stand a chance against them. There wasn't much left of him, but I brought at least this as proof.
Show me. A hunting knife. This knife will be no use to him now. But still, no one deserves such a fate. Getting ripped to pieces by wolves. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to grieve over him.
You said something about a ghost. Will you tell me what that's all about?
Hold your horses. All in good time. If you help with another poacher, I'll tell you the whole story about the ghost. Or are you tired of walking through our beautiful forests?
It's starting to get a bit repetitive.
Look, I'm not too chuffed about it either. But like God made Adam and Eve, he also made poachers and Varel. What can you do?
There's a lot of poachers on the rampage here, aren't there? Is there anything different about this one?
This poacher is operating on a big scale.
A big scale?
He's killing so much game that he must be selling it somewhere. It's much more than he could use himself. Only, to prove anything, I'd have to grill all the innkeepers in the area. They wouldn't tell me anything anyway.
What should I do with him? Arrest him and take him to Troskovitz?
If some wild beast doesn't mete out justice first, aye. If he's not willing, force him. But make sure he's not too battered.
Yeah, I understand. Where does this one hunt? Any idea where I should go looking?
A stone's throw from here, in the woods around Samine Pond.
Christ, that's right here under your nose.
I don't like going into them forests, to tell the truth. Even though they're nice and close, there's something not right about them. The game is often frightened. He uses that to his advantage. Maybe Miller Crazel knows something. The poacher operates near his mill, after all.
Good idea. I'll ask him. Thanks. I'll go and find him.
Good luck. Take care, and consider taking a bath, eh?
All right. This is already sharp.
What are you doing with that?
You silly doggy.
Greetings, my friend.
Gamekeeper Varel told me there's a poacher in the forest near the pond. Know anything about him? I'm trying to track him down. And I thought, since it's your neck of the woods...
All there is in Lower Samine Forest is the lair, my storehouse. It's on the south side of the pond, somewhere near the middle of the woods. Don't snoop around there too much. But if there's some poacher working there, must be even further south from the lair, somewhere on the hill there.
Thanks. I'll search deeper in the forest.
Take care.
Greetings.
Someone's making camp here, but it looks like a bandit's camp.
Kurwa!
Bandits. Could they be the ones I'm looking for? I should look around their camp. This is definitely evidence. Interesting. Interesting. Here, Matt. Search.
I bought a lovely yew bow the other day for a great price.
What good's a bow to you, for God's sake?
Hey, fellow! Pull up for a tankard of mead.
Greetings to you.
I found those poachers, like you asked me to.
Poachers? More than one?
Yeah. A whole band of them. And not just poachers.
How'd you figure?
From the way they were armed to the teeth. Their camp is a little to the south of the pond. It's full of loot.
Somewhere by the rocks? Well, that's damn close. Got any proof they're there?
I found this on them.
Typical. The fuckers know what they're doing.
This lot weren't willing to listen to reason, so I dealt with them. They won't be doing any more poaching.
Blimey! You took them on all by yourself? Well, you saved me having to persuade Bailiff Thrush to send the Troskovitz garrison after them.
Are you going to finally tell me about the ghost?
Aye, I will. I need you to catch him. This ghost fella is a poacher too. But he ain't like any other poacher we've had, I can tell you.
Where should I look for him?
That bastard is poaching between my patch and Vostatek's. He knows it's the least patrolled area, since we don't quite know which one of us is responsible for it. You just need to head north a bit from Trotsky Castle.
To the north of the castle? Any idea where I should start?
You can start at the crossroads, northeast of the castle. Search the rocks there. Like I says, us huntsmen don't go there much, so we don't know the area.
Do you want me to send him to the gallows?
Exactly. If he ain't already wolf food or ain't armed to the teeth.
What else can you tell me about him? Why do you think he's different than the other poachers?
He's one big mystery, that bastard. He's a damn good hunter. Every shot hits the mark. A real archery master. On the other hand, he leaves a right mess. And the way he guts the animals is shoddy. I ain't sure if he does it on purpose or he's just sloppy.
Sounds like it's some human.
Nah. Them nomads have a real respect for animals and wouldn't waste any part of a catch. But it's true, there's a lot that suggests this ghost ain't local.
I'll get on it then.
I can't wait to see how this turns out. Well, see you later. Have a good evening.
Certainly. Have no fear. God bless you. It happens! Just watch where you're going next time. What do you need?
Aye. What will it be?
Can I spend the night here?
We're not set up for that here.
Just the one night's enough. All I need is to spend the night.
I'll let you sleep on the hay for a couple of groschen.
Agreed. I'll pay. Here's some groschen for you.
Agreed. Like I said, there's plenty of room on the hay, but don't go wondering about my house.
God bless.
Do you remember me?
Blimey, Henry! How could I forget you? And you couldn't have come at a better time, because I need help again.
Depends what it is.
Some wolves are killing my sheep again. I'll make it worth your while, if you get to the bottom of it.
All right, I'll help.
Blimey, you're a great fella. Just yesterday, they tore one apart over there on the path. See if they left any tracks. And when you find the bloodthirsty beasts, kill them all. May I finally have peace from them. I mean, it ain't that I don't trust you, but I'd rather see the wolf's ears with my own eyes. See you soon, my friend.
This must be the slaughtered sheep. Mutt won't have any trouble tracking them down.
Track.
I mustn't forget their ears.
Fancy popping into the woods for a bit with me?
I have to go.
Stop! You fucker!
Help! I'm being attacked!
You're no match for us, fucker! You want to try me?
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Do it! You want to try me? Jesus!
Sweet Virgin Mary! I thought I was a goner. A little longer and I'd... No, best not to think about it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Really, it was nothing. The main thing is you're safe.
All thanks to you. Here, a token of my gratitude. And thank you again.
Quick! Go! Quick!
Are you blind? You almost ran into me!
About the wolves.
Ah, I was just wondering if you'd be bringing me good news. Are they done for?
Aye, they are. Here's the proof.
So many of them. Blimey, you're a true hero. You deserve a reward. If you feel like helping some more herds boys, young Smoljik tends his flock between Tachov and Troskowitz. Or old Stanislav. You'll find him near the forest west of Troskowitz. I'm certain they'll be pleased to see you. See you soon, my friend. Watch where you're going!
Go! Go! Quick! Quick! Quick!
Whoa!
Oh, you pooch.
Christ! Can't you wash up before going out in public?
Do you live here all alone? In a wilderness like this?
What wilderness? Walk a few paces and you come to a bloody great castle. And I'm not really alone. Animals are company too.
Isn't it dangerous? What if someone wanted to rob you? Or worse?
It's true, I don't always sleep easy here. The castle may as well not be there for all the protection it gives me. You get strange people wandering around from time to time. The kind best avoided by honest folk. My advice to you is to be careful. I recently saw 2 vagabonds like that. No doubt they don't think I'm worth the effort. But I still lock the door every night and push a bench up against it.
Where exactly did you come across them?
In the rocks above my cottage. Be careful if you go there.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Take care then, and thanks for nothing. Stop that bushlight. You're behaving like a child.
Hey, get out of here before...
I'll shove steel up your ass!
We're under attack!
Mercy, leave me be.
What would you like?
Pass through the Hall of Forest Kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. That could be this deer hunting ground. Here, mutt! This is a poacher's lair, for sure. So where's the poacher?
Henry?
Sir Hans, I'm here hunting poachers, and I come across you.
Henry! I never expected you here.
I was sent here by the Nebakov gamekeeper. He said there are poachers here, and I don't have to be King Solomon to figure out who the poacher is, do I? Oh, Jesus! You couldn't choose something different? There's all sorts of ways to make money.
Now hold your horses. How else are we supposed to get some coin quickly so we don't have to go around looking like beggars?
By honest work? This is very risky.
Look, no one found me here until you turned up. And you're only here because you're doing some terribly noble deed again and helping out old grannies in distress. And this is how it turns out.
Are you fucking serious? There are plenty of ways you could earn money. Why poaching of all things?
I've always been good at hunting. Remember how we went hunting together the first time? I really showed you up, didn't I?
As I recall, it was the other way around.
What rot! I'll make a pile of coins selling this game. And then, that idiot on the gate will finally believe we're not beggars. He'll be laughing on the other side of his face when we turn up in our finery. And it's a much better way than your idiotic idea with the forge.
You know very well that poaching is a serious crime.
Ah, but this is an exceptional situation. We're messengers. It's only through unfortunate circumstances that we ended up like this. If von Berghoff knew about it, he wouldn't even regard it as poaching. Besides, he'd never leave an honoured guest and a noble to go hungry.
You do know that if they caught you, von Berghoff would never even hear of it.
Henry, you've got to look at it in the broader perspective.
Jesus. The gamekeeper wants to get rid of poachers around here, and I promised to help him do it.
Well, that's awkward for you, isn't it? Any idea what you're going to tell him?
Well, have you? Surely you don't expect me to tell him I didn't find anyone?
Why the hell not?
You just found some abandoned camp, no? It's a stroke of luck that he sent you, eh?
And what am I supposed to tell the gamekeeper now?
I don't know. Make something up. Maybe you found the poacher and he didn't want to surrender. He attacked you, and you beat him. And that's that.
You have to cooperate at least a bit, though. If I found you, then so can anyone else. Like people from the castle?
You're making a fuss about nothing. It was purely by chance that you found me. I'll cover all my tracks, clear the path, and I'll be very careful from now on. Just relax, no one will find me. I'll see to that.
It's not enough. How are you going to hide a camp in the middle of the woods?
I already told you what I'll do so that they don't find me. If it's not enough for you, bugger off.
Oh, and the gamekeeper will want to see some proof that I found the poacher and dealt with him. Got anything?
I could give you my equipment. It'd be pretty hard to survive without it, but...
To poach without it?
Yeah, that's settled then.
All right.
Blessing.
You don't have to worry about the last poacher either anymore. But it was one hell of a job, I can tell you.
Really? Go on. Where was he?
North of Trotsky. He had a small camp there. Below a cliff. Just like you said.
I'm sure he realized there wasn't any point resisting. What did you do with him?
I found the camp, but there wasn't any poacher there. Or in the surrounding area. It seems he got wind we were after him and cleared off. I only found this gear he left there. I don't think he'd have left it there if he wanted to carry on somewhere else.
What's that?
He used it to make traps, if you ask me. And there are some tongs as well. Probably for pulling out teeth and that.
It really does look like he packed it in. It wasn't that hard then. Good work. Here's your reward.
Thanks. That's a generous reward.
We don't have any more poachers, so take it as a parting gift from us huntsmen. It'll be a long time before any more of the arseholes turn up in the Trotsky forests. You sent out a clear signal what they can expect. Well, you can take a look at my bows if you want, and in return for your help, I'll take a bit off the usual price. Don't use it for poaching, though.
That's not a bad idea, you know.
Don't even think about it.
No, of course not. Thanks.
I'll tell Vostatek to do the same. But just between you and me, better buy one from me. Bows soaked in spirits aren't very hard wearing. Take care.